jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me before the game, one of the points coach made in the locker room before the team is that this is a separation game. He understands that both teams are undefeated in conference play, and whoever comes out victorious today can separate and make some noise. It is going to be challenging because it is a hostile environment, so he said we've got to be sharp, communicate, and be at our best at the line of scrimmage, establish the tone with physicality, and throw that first knockout punch. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him, the offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Russell. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity, and I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. No fair catches here, looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Shoots it to the left. Fires it incomplete. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a mid-season showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
It's complete on the right side. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Slings it downfield. Intercepted for the 11th time.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Looking for room. It's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. A run for the quarterback. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. On the move, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Looking for the time with the extra point. And the extra point is good. They marched 56 yards to the end zone and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Got room at the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Levitt. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Rides to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Throwing Russell. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
So now it's second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick release by the QB. There he goes. The 50, the 40, the 30, at the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They want to run this quarterback. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown tie.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Snagged out of the air. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Complete, and he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback. You're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The give to Caden Durham. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the right side. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national...
Fires toward the end zone. And here's the third interception of the night. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Russell. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They go play action with Russell. Buying some time as he moves left. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Not a chance. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with Oregon, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Ducks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return.
And that's now 5 straight victories. They've really been clicking on all cylinders at this point of the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
Russell on play action. Looking for space to the left. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket and starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
To the ground with the back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Russell from the gun on third down. Fires to the middle. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime. They couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. The kick is on its way. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. This offense has it with really good field position. Off play action on first down. He's got him. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to Caden Durham. Maybe some room here. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. LSU right back to the line. On first down, it's Durham again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Got his man on the outside. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man,
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4.
man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going to try to get it himself. On the move at the 30. Breaks into the open. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Finds the tight end. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
He'll take it himself. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Keelan Russell. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Quarterback keeper. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Now here's Russell. Plucks it out of the air. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the...
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in again for 6 more points.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's giving this defense all they can handle.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Making side adjustments here. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's Durham one more time. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Running to Green. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. It's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Keeps it himself. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, but and he's got room. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They add on another score, and now that record oh so close to going to 8-1 on the season. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now is the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Makes the grab.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Escapes the sack. He lets one fly deep. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. He'll do it himself. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Here's a little room there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
The RPO, it's complete. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Throwing Russell. They'll run the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It's 3rd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Russell. He's got his man. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Bama! And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Might be changing the route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Levin. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations. With this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Second and forever after the delay. Did they lose their play sheets? I mean, call a play already. Russell. Hit as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense got it. They're on the run. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense putting points on the board. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Moving out to the right. Fires to the big fella. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Looking for his man in the middle. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. Great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm